Okay, I think we're set. Welcome, you all. My name is Kirsten Hood. It is a privilege for me to welcome you tonight to our Tower Garden Zoom. A whole bunch of us you're going to be hearing from because we've invited you to come and learn about the Tower Garden Home and the Tower Garden Flex. You're going to be hearing from my good friend Maria Gonzalez and Betsy Wenzel and Ashley Cochran and myself and even some others. And let me just kind of give you a breakdown of what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to introduce my friend Maria. She's going to share a little bit of her health journey and how she was introduced to the Tower Garden. And then you are going to hear an amazing video from the head of Tower Garden himself and his wife. You're going to learn all about the indoor and outdoor Tower Garden. And then after you hear from the experts, you're going to hear from everyday people like me and Maria and Ashley and Betsy, who none of us have green thumbs. You guys, I'm just telling you right now, we all have black thumbs. We cannot grow anything. I mean, I killed every single plant I was ever given. Okay, so if I can grow in a Tower Garden and I have 3 of them, you can do it too. So I just want to let you know that this is for everybody. And we're going to have some Q&A at the end too. So if you have some questions, just jot yourself a note, or you can jot it down in the chat and I'll be able to pull up the chat at the end and we'll be able to answer any of the questions that you have. So I would like to, if you want to put yourself in speaker mode, that way you can choose gallery mode or speaker mode. And if you can on your whatever device you're looking at, up at the top, you should be able to choose a speaker view. That'll be easier for you, for whoever is speaking, and then also when we share the video. And I am first going to introduce my dear friend, Maria Gonzalez. She is a respiratory therapist. We have been friends for many years. She and I and many that are on the call tonight are a part of the Juice Plus company and the Healthy Living Revolution. And we're excited because our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And really that is by helping you all get as much produce into your diet as possible. That's through the Tower Garden and through a wonderful product called Juice Plus. So Maria, why don't you share with us before we listen to Tim Blank?
Thank you, Kirsten. So I was introduced to Juice Plus in 2008. And it was the best decision that I ever made as far as adding more produce into my and my family's diet. And we had amazing things happen once we started on Juice Plus. No more sick visits to the pediatrician. My kids were small at the time. My energy level went from a 2 to a 15, I believe. And that has continued through the years. My husband's high blood pressure and high cholesterol were resolved without prescription medications, and my son's eczema went away. So it has been amazing. Again, I started with Juice Plus in 2008, and in 2012, the company introduced the Tower Garden, and I was very hesitant to jump on the towers because I had never grown anything my whole life, and I was actually given a cactus once, and I killed it. So it was pretty pathetic. But then I learned that before it was put out in the market, they had tested it really well on people with very black thumbs, and everyone did amazing. And it just made so much sense to me because we tried to get a lot of plants into our bodies. You know, Juice Plus is a great gap filler for the things that you don't eat every day. But I like to eat spinach. I like my spinach raw, by the way. I love eating salads, and I wanted the safety of growing, knowing that the produce that I ate was clean. So that made sense to me. I bought my first tower. I paid it interest-free over a year, and I loved it so much, I bought a second tower, and now I'm considering buying a third. So just putting that out there. It's been very successful. So the Tower Garden was created by Tim Blanks, and he was a person who comes from the Midwest, from a farming family, and he grew up on a farm and decided that farming was his passion, and he became an horticulturalist. I sometimes have a very hard time saying that word. If you can mute yourselves, that would be great. I can hear some background noise. So anyway, so he became the lead horticulturalist at Disney's Epcot Land of the Future. And he was there for 13 years, and the whole time I've seen him speak live several times, and he said that, you know, growing vertically was to him the way of the future. We're running out of space, water is an issue, and so he decided he was going to create something where everyone can go just walk out of their houses into their patios and be able to pick their salads. And so the Tower Garden is that. It is an aeroponic tower where it's basically from tower to table. And so I am so thrilled that Tim Blanks and his wife will explain the Tower Garden. And it's such valuable information, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you, Maria. And here we go with our, I'm gonna try and get this to the biggest screen I can. Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Tim Blank. I'm co-founder and chief technology officer for the Tower Garden Company, and today I'm with my wife Jessica, who is also a co-founder of the Tower Garden Company, an extraordinary mom of two.
Hi everyone.
You know, this recent pandemic has really uprooted everybody's lives. Jessica and I, like so many others, are now working out of our home. So today we're going to invite you into our home to check out our extraordinary supermarket right here in the kitchen. Now, Jessica, I would love for you to share as a mom, what has your experience been through this pandemic so far, and what has it been like to have your own safe food supply here at home?
Sure. So I'm super conscious of where my food comes from. Yes. And the only way to have control over my food supply is to grow it myself. We've been growing food in the Tower Garden since we've been married. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I take that for granted. Tim, can you show everyone what we're growing in my two favorite towers over here?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a few Tower Gardens out in our patio, and indoors here in our kitchen, we have our Tower Garden Home. And Tower Garden Homes have these state-of-the-art LED grow lights that are highly energy efficient. And the tower right next to me here is our salad tower. It gives us a salad every night for dinner. Then over there is our juicing tower that we use for juicing our smoothies every day. It has things like parsley, kale, chard. We absolutely love both of these towers because we are harvesting off them and using them every single day.
So a lot of my friends have not been able to get clean produce, let alone any produce in the stores during this pandemic. So I've been sharing tons of my lettuces and herbs from these two towers and towers outside. I'm a busy mom. I work and I'm homeschooling my kids right now. So growing needs to be convenient and easy, or else I'm not going to do it. I have my towers in the kitchen, like you see here, so that it's close and that I can easily harvest what I need when I'm cooking. My girls help me take care of our towers. They add the water, the nutrients, and help harvest. My oldest daughter, she loves salads and veggies, but my youngest is super picky, and she won't eat most vegetables. So for her, I blend kale, spinach, frozen fruit, and chocolate complete powder into a smoothie for breakfast, and she'll drink it. I love knowing that my family can get clean, pesticide-free food right from home.
Jessica, thank you so much for sharing. You work so hard, and Jessica and I and the kids, we feel so blessed to have a supermarket in our kitchen and these extraordinary Tower Gardens. You know, 14 years ago when Jessica and I founded this company, we had one simple vision, and that was that someday every family across the United States and around the globe would have access to fresh, clean, healthy, pesticide-free food right in the comfort of their own home or right out in their backyard.
Tim, I'd love people to learn more about the Tower Gardens. Why don't you go ahead and start your presentation?
Absolutely, Jessica. Thank you. So here we are. This is what I'm talking about. If you live in a big city, this is what you've been seeing. This is what you've been personally experiencing, these long lines at Costco and the grocery stores and things like that. And even after you've waited in line for up to an hour to get into the store, in a lot of cases, you're only limited to one item. So this is really unprecedented. in most of our lifetimes, none of us have experienced something like this. And this is what the fresh produce section actually looks like in a bunch of stores. Literally, the supermarket stores are almost empty in some cases, and whatever's left over is a bunch of things that maybe people might not use a lot of. So we're all about, with Tower Gardens, having a supermarket right in the comfort of your own home. And for my wife, Jessica, and I, very simply, this is not a fad. This is a lifestyle. This is something that we have been doing since we've been married. We've been married for 15 years. This is right around the time we founded our company. And these are some of the earlier Tower Gardens. And it took us a few years to develop the Tower Garden, improve it. Like any technology, like any startup, you go through your failures and your challenges. But eventually we got the Tower Garden right and helped it birth into the Tower Garden that you see today. This is 10 years ago when our oldest daughter was born, next to some of our beautiful towers. And this is between the ages of 1 and 2. And she's out there grazing on the salad tower and picking up her favorite watermelon. One of the things that I really love about this image is that there are no harmful pesticides on these vegetables. It's safe for kids to touch them, or safe to eat right off the tower. We don't have to worry about washing it down. These plants are growing vertically up off the ground, away from rodents and other pests that you would normally find in a garden. So there is a wonderful food safety aspect to vertical growing up off the ground that you do not get with conventional gardening. So today our kids are strong and healthy. We call them Tower Garden kids. And like so many of us that have been around the Tower Garden for years, our kids have grown up on this type of produce. They really don't know anything else. So my primary role today is I want to talk about the two products that we have at the Tower Garden Company. We have Tower Garden Flex for outdoor growing and Tower Garden Home for indoor growing. And I'm going to cover those two today to help you determine what's right for you and maybe some of the ancillary products you might want to get to support your vertical gardening at home. So with Tower Garden Flex, this was our original system that grew into the Flex, and we call it Flex because it has a lot of flexibility to it, like you're going to see here in a few moments. The Tower Garden Flex comes with a 25-gallon reservoir that you see here at the base, and it stacks up 5 pots tall for 20 large plant sites growing vertically. And you can grow everything from a beautiful head of lettuce to edible flowers to some beautiful beefsteak tomatoes like you see down below. And it arrives at your doorstep with everything you need to grow. Your Tower Garden Mineral Blend, which is the university-tested plant food that's highly nutritious and grows a wide range of beautiful crops like you see right here. It arrives with some seeds and some grow cubes and really everything you need to get started. All you need to make sure is that you have a fresh water supply and a power outlet, and you are good to go. We have 5 key ancillary products that support Tower Garden Flex. So the first being an extension kit. So on that same 30-inch footprint, we can add 2 more pots. Instead of 20 plant sites, we can have 28 plant sites. So this extension kit gives us 8 more plant sites on the same footprint, and it's going to make that Tower Garden taller. And here's just some examples of people who've gotten taller with their Tower Garden. Love these pictures. Those are some strawberries from my house on the left, and some of Heidi's beautiful kale plants on the right there. Another type of extension kit we have is our Baby Greens extension kit. Now this adds 32 plant sites to your tower for a total of 52 plant sites. And I'm going to talk more in a moment how we actually grow with baby greens. Third item here is our plant cage, and this plugs right into the lid or the top of the reservoir of Tower Garden Flex. And this is what we're going to use to help support large, bushy fruiting crops and things like that. So for example, we have Chef John Mooney over here growing some okra. And with these larger plants, we're not going to plant every space up the tower. All we have to do is put maybe 4 okra plants at the bottom, 4 halfway up, and this is going to grow into an okra tree that ends up being 4 feet wide by 5 or 6 feet tall. Very, very beautiful way to grow these bush crops. There's some cantaloupe using the plant cage, and Here's a beautiful tomato tower that family grew using the plant cage. Those tomatoes just make me hungry looking at them. Here's some hot peppers. If you're into peppers and spicy peppers, these peppers are anywhere from 6 months to a year old. Oops, I accidentally jumped ahead there. Next, we have our tower garden dolly. Now, we came out with our dolly 14 years ago right away because we knew people wanted to take their tower garden and roll it in at nighttime if it's freezing, or roll it over to their barbecue to do some cooking. And I love these two pictures here because if a picture speaks 1,000 words, that picture on the left just says it all. I mean, what garden in the world can you roll right into a farmer's market or some type of event or show? I mean, what garden can you take with you other than the tower garden? So we really love using the tower garden dolly for that purpose, to get it around, and some people take it a lot further than you would ever imagine. So those are just some of the 4 key ancillary products we have, and the 5th one is our grow lights. Now, for years, Tower Garden Flex was used to grow outdoors. We were an outdoor gardening company. And over the years, our partners and our customers said to us, in fact, they would talk to Jay Martin and myself often in the field and say, Tim or Jay, when are you guys going to come out with some lights? I live in Canada, I live in North Dakota, I live in Wyoming, or I live down in Miami where it's really hot in the summer and I actually want to grow inside my home. So it was really our customers and our partners forced us to develop these amazing grow lights we have today. These are state-of-the-art full spectrum LED lights, so we can literally grow, a head of lettuce or a cluster of kale in just about 3 to 4 weeks if it's 70 degrees indoors. So Tower Garden Flex was extraordinarily successful, but for some people it was just a bit too big for growing indoors. It might have been difficult to get it through a doorway or into a really tight corner. So we spent several years and we developed a smaller indoor unit called Tower Garden Home. All right, so this is the story of Tower Garden Home. That's a little bit different than the Flex. It only comes with one ancillary product, the LED lights. Everything else is built into this Tower Garden. So let's talk about it. Tower Garden Home is 5 feet tall. It's 24 inches wide, so it's quite a bit more narrow than the regular Tower Garden Flex. And it's perfect for rolling through interior doorways in your house. And if you want to move an end table in your living room, you can tuck it right in. We discovered over time that 18 to 24 inches is the magic sweet spot for bringing something like this into your home. So Tower Garden Home provides that for us. The wheels are built right into Tower Home. That excited a lot of people, and we also have a locking wheel on there. And Tower Garden Home packs a whopping 32 plant sites. So we have 16 large plant sites right here, and then up there at the top in what I call the penthouse suite, we have another 16 baby green plant sites. So we really love the amount of plants you can grow in this unit, and baby greens have become all the rage now. They are a bite-sized version of a larger leaf. The flavor is going to be a lot softer and gentler on the palate. For example, if you were to eat a mature mustard green or spicy Asian green, it's probably going to burn your mouth, but the bite-sized version is much more tender and palatable. In fact, baby greens are all the foodie craze right now. This is one of our tower farmers in Denver, Colorado that grows tens of thousands of just baby greens every week for up to 50 restaurants in downtown Denver. Now I'm going to show you 3 different ways that we can use the baby green area. So first off would be for your small herbs and cooking tower. So things like chives and parsley that really never took a lot of space will work perfectly up there. And the important thing to remember is that when you're growing close together up in the baby green planter, probably almost every other day, we want to be cutting, and we want to be recutting, and you can do this for about 12 to 16 weeks. This is a great example of an herb and cooking tower for your home. You've got your larger herbs on the lower portion of the tower, and up in that penthouse suite, we got all those wonderful smaller herbs. Now the baby greens are also perfect for a juicing tower. Most people that are into health and wellness love doing a some type of juicing or smoothie every day. And so what we recommend is putting, planting the main part of your tower with kale, chard, parsley. Those are the 3 super juicing foods that literally you can cut them back, and within 3 to 5 days they have flushed out and you're just cutting them again. And up there in the penthouse suite, we're going to grow a wide range of phytonutrient rich plants like pink amaranth, and you can top your juices or your smoothies with those, and they will add a phytonutrient and just a regular mineral nutrient punch. And modern science has shown us that phytonutrients protect us from chronic disease, so we want to get as many of those into our diet as we can. Now, the baby green area is also perfect for our salad toppings on our salad tower. Red dandelion is one of my favorites. By itself, it's very bitter, but as one of the toppings on a salad, it just adds a ton of flavor to the salad. And, red dandelion is also rich in vitamin A, folate, vitamin K, vitamin C, calcium, and potassium. So really, when you add these baby greens like dandelion, you're turning an ordinary salad into a superfood. So Jessica and I really love to do that. And down in the lower part of our tower, we're generally going to plant things like red and green lettuces. And I call this my salad bar up here. And unlike a regular restaurant, this salad bar is really healthy for you. Now, we know that kids that grow their own fruits and vegetables eat more fruits and vegetables, and how fun this is to have tower to table in just a few footsteps. And, think about the alternative would be your food traveling thousands of miles to get to your table, sprayed with harmful pesticides, leaving a big carbon footprint on planet Earth. So one of the benefits of growing on the tower is that you're also helping out the planet while you're doing it. And we really love that. The next thing we included onto Tower Garden Home was a water level indicator. We really love this. You don't have to open your port lid to look inside to see what's going on. This is just a simple mechanical device. It's a rod screwed into a float. When it's all the way up, your reservoir is completely full. When it drops to the halfway mark, you just want to add about 5 gallons of nutrient solution and you're off and running again. So really love the water level indicator, and so have all of our new Tower Garden Home customers. Now, the final thing that we've done for Tower Garden Home is we've added a brand new timer. And I just want to also announce today that we are now shipping this brand new timer with both the Tower Garden Flex and the Tower Garden Home. This is a smart program timer, good for indoor or outdoor use. And all you need to do is press that button once in the center to get O, that's for outdoor growing. Press that button in the center again and you get I for indoor growing. And that's all you have to do with this brand new timer, and it'll take care of all the watering cycles for you automatically. I feel
we're going to stop it there because he really just goes into more information for us that are already partnering with this company. And so I am going to go ahead and share some pictures with all of you guys from many of us who are growing our own towers. So let me get that up for you. And Maria, I am going to start with you. I think you're going to have to unmute yourself, but tell us a little bit about your tower.
Okay, this is actually my indoor tower. My outdoor tower, I am just starting to grow now 2 different types of tomatoes, zucchini, eggplant, and peppers. But this is my very flourishing indoor tower, where I grow things that I eat every single day. I put kale colored greens into my smoothies. I make my salads with romaine, Bibb lettuce, and spring mix. And at the very top, I have my very fresh basil, my cilantro. On the other side is some parsley. And, especially during this time, when I go to the grocery store, because I need to buy certain things, I'm just so grateful that I don't have to go into the produce section and buy these things, wondering, are they safe? How well am I gonna have to wash them? Because it's from tower to table. So it's really incredible that someone with very black thumbs can grow like this. It's an actual blessing, especially during these times. And now I'd like to pass it on to my amazing friend, Betsy Wenzel. What she grows is amazing.
Whoops. Am I, okay, I am unmuted. Oh, Maria, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I have to agree with Maria when she said she was a little skeptical about the towers. I've been with this company for 18 years, and when they first came out with the towers, I was like, oh, I don't know. I wasn't really a plant lover. I mean, I love nature, but I was skeptical. But I thought, well, I better get one, and it has been so much fun. And the thing that I like best about the towers are the convenience. I literally can go onto my back porch, pick my salad, and the taste is amazing. I have friends even on this webinar tonight that have said they will eat only, like their husbands eat, just love my Tower Garden salads. That's what they like. And my mother will say she doesn't like kale, but she likes Betsy's kale, only Betsy's kale. It's so tender and delicious and soft, and so I just love it. And you can see here that personally I like to grow a lot of kale, Swiss chard, lettuces. Those are my favorites, although I have grown tomatoes, and usually in the winter I grow my tomatoes, but now we're heading towards the summer season, so I'm more into the kale and Swiss chard. But I also love the taste, and I also like that it's leaving a very small print on the earth, because it uses about 98% less water and about 90% less nutrients. And so I really like the fact that it's really helping the earth. Now I'd like to share and introduce my friend Ashley Cochran and share her towers.
Thanks, Betsy. I was laughing when Kiera asked me to send her pictures of my towers, because I apparently haven't taken recent pictures. And like, I feel like some people are tree huggers. I feel like I'm a Tower Garden hugger. I have 4 of them. One stays clean that I only use for events, but I have 3 others. And one, I'm super excited. I just planted strawberries and almost all of them sprouted. And so I'm going to have an entire tower of strawberries, which I'm so excited about. But I was laughing because I sent her these 3 pictures. I was like, just pick. I wasn't decisive. And she's like, I put all 3. And I was like, no, you don't have to put all 3. She goes, no, I really liked them. And then as I thought about it, truly did sum up the beauty of what the Tower Garden is, because there's so many amazing things. But the far left picture is when I was a teacher for 9 years, and the Tower Garden was our class pet. My kids literally put together, they were 3rd graders, they literally put together and assembled the entire tower. I just tightened the nuts and everything. But then they'd fill it up, they'd take care of it, they'd harvest it, they'd be sitting there like, Miss Ross, can I have the spicy stuff, which was the arugula, because it truly is peppery and very like potently spicy. Or they would just have Swiss chard, and we're talking Swiss chard that's like 15, like the leaf itself is 15 inches, the whole thing is like 24 inches, just hanging from their mouth as if that was normal. And I was like, all right, let's go. And it was amazing. And so I love that we would do salad parties as a class, and we'd harvest all the lettuce, and the parents would bring in dressings and toppings. And it was so much fun, because I had 2 kids where the kids are like, I've never had a salad a day in my life. And I was like, whatever. And the mom goes, oh, no, he's being serious. Like, what? And they literally had him, but because they grew it, they ate it. And it was so amazing. And then the middle picture was when I had my condo before I got married, and my Tower Garden was literally 5 feet from my bed. And I loved it. It was also my backup alarm clock in case I hit snooze too many times. But I loved having it right there because it's just that easy access. And then now the far right, that's the new Tower Garden home that we have over in the corner. It's like the glowing light behind me right now. But every night when we have salad, I just pick from there. And when friends come up, a friend texted me the other day. She's like, can I come get some lettuce? My husband forgot to get it when he went to Publix. And I was like, oh, not sure if I have enough. She's like, no, that's fine. And I was like, kidding, I have like a tower full of it, like please come. And I just gave her a huge gallon bag. So I love just the taste difference, and then also knowing that no one else has touched my produce. I was talking with one of my aunts, and she said that with going to the grocery store, she's like, I'm only getting bagged stuff. As long as it's like prepackaged, that's the stuff I'm getting. She goes, that way no one's touched it except for the parsley, but I got it from the back. And I was like, you do realize that there's 26 to 29 people that have touched your produce from the time that it is picked to the time it makes it home with you. And she almost threw up. And I was like, yeah, but no one's touching mine except for like little kids when they're snitching. And I love it. We had a baby shower, and the girls just kept on snitching. The parents said like, "Oh, they're snitching all your leaves," and I was like, "Yeah, those are celery leaves that they're eating. Like, they don't even like celery, but they were obsessed, and they ate all the celery leaves off of the celery that was growing, which was just so cool. And I just love, if the kids grow it, they'll eat it, and so it's amazing, and it's just been such a blessing, and I love that others are getting started with it.
Ashley, thank you so much. It's so fun to hear from each of you with your different towers. These are a couple of mine. This is my indoor tower right now. I just took these pictures today. This is all salad. I've got basically romaine, bib, and arugula growing there. And this is just a picture here of the romaine. It's just so dark green, beautiful. And you guys, when you start picking your salad, you just pick from the outer edges and it continues to grow. And so when he was talking about having it for, 9, 10, 11 weeks, that's because it continues to grow and you continue to cut and harvest. This is my outdoor tower garden. Over here, I'm growing a lot of basil and herbs, and down here is a cucumber that completely took over my tower garden. Tons of cucumbers, which was awesome. I love the baby greens kit. This is amazing, you guys, that you can do the baby greens for your salads. So many. You can do it indoor or outdoor, so whichever is convenient for you, no matter where you are. Yes, it gets very hot. I'm down here in Florida. Many of us are. And so I'll do my salads inside now until about October, and then I'll be able to do more salads outside. But my peppers over here on the right, my peppers and my tomatoes and are just flourishing outside. It is absolutely amazing. And all of my herbs. So you guys, it's so much fun just being in control of your own produce. It really is worth it. And our company is really all about inspiring you to healthy living. And so I hope that, the information we're sharing with you tonight is inspiring you. To start thinking about gardening for yourself, getting more produce, because I'll tell you what, like Ashley said, when you grow it and the kids come alongside, they want to eat it. They really, truly will. But some of the fruits and vegetables we'll probably never eat, or we can't grow in the tower, which are the ones that are actually in the ground, like beets or things like that, or that grow from a tree, some of the fruits. And so how do we get more produce that we can't grow in our tower into our bodies? And that's through Juice Plus. And this was what brought me to the Tower Garden, was this amazing product. It was introduced to me 18 years ago when my kids were really sick. And I had no idea that there was a connection between nutrition and disease. But the better your nutrition is, the better prevention you have for disease. And we want to build our immune systems and make them strong. And that is by eating 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And if you see my little fist here, our fist is about a serving size. And I don't know about you, but I probably maybe get 5 fistfuls of fruits and vegetables into my diet. Probably not 9 to 13 every single day, or raw, even with my tower garden, as much as I try. So Juice Plus is that one simple change for me. It's really a gap filler, and it's absolutely amazing. And so that was just a picture of all the different fruits and vegetables that are in Juice Plus. And I want to let you know that this produce isn't all touched by 15 hands, like our produce in the store. We actually grow our own produce. It's allowed to ripen on the vine. We pick it and juice it, and it's actually pulverized, even the skins, the seeds, everything with that plant. And did you know that, like with an orange, 80% of that vitamin C is in the skin of the orange? Well, I don't eat the skin, I only eat the pulp inside, but with Juice Plus, I'm getting that extra nutrition. And I love that. And we just remove the sugar and we remove the water and we put it into capsules or chewables, and it's absolutely amazing. So whether you want to get your produce by growing it yourself, or maybe you want to add it with capsules and chewables, I hope you'll consider, because Juice Plus is really unique. It's literally food. It has an NSF certification, which is the third-party certification that says what is actually on the label is in the capsule or chewable. There's nothing hidden, no banned substances, no pesticides or herbicides, which we all love. That's why we want to grow our own food. And it's also the most researched brand name nutritional product in the world. If you pick up your phone and you ask Siri, what's the most researched brand name nutritional product in the world, it will tell you, Juice Plus, with over 35 peer-reviewed clinical studies. And so we're really just a community that wants to help you get more fruits and vegetables into your diet, whether it's through the Tower Garden or through Juice Plus. I hope you'll consider one of those ways. And so you might be wondering, well, which Tower Garden is right for me? Because he talked about two different ones. He talked about the Tower Garden Home. He talked about the Tower Garden Flex. And I am so excited to share with you guys that you can do this. For the price of buying produce at the store, you're going to be able to purchase your own Tower Garden, and you can do it in full or you can do it in 12 monthly payments, and you're actually going to start covering the cost of your own Tower Garden by your produce that you're growing. And so this top one here, this is the Tower Garden Home, and right here, if you want to pay for it in full with the lights, it's $9.70, but in 12 monthly payments, it's only $80, which is fantastic. That's about $20 a week. And I imagine you probably even spend more than $20 a week when you go get your produce. And you're going to be able to grow it right here. So you're going to be covering the cost of your Tower Garden in no time. If you don't need the lights, because the Tower Garden Home can be inside or outside, I wouldn't leave it out if, you know, a hurricane's coming through, because that gallon tank is only 13 gallons and this one is 20. So it's a good bit heavier. But yes, the Tower Garden Home can be outside, not a problem at all. Or if you're really going to grow outdoors, I encourage you with the Tower Garden Flex. It's $6.20 pay in full. It's only $51 a month. $51 a month. In 12 months, it's paid for. You're paying for your produce, and it's all extra. And if you're a serious gardener and you want to get maybe the extension or the dolly extra tonic, maybe the support cage, it's still less than, you know, $90, only $80 a month, 12 payments. So it's really exciting. You know, think about adding one of these to your life and having produce that you can just step out into your patio to pick your salad, or you can literally have it in your kitchen like Tim Blank did. It really is a lot of fun. So I want to encourage you guys, think about doing something today that your future self will thank you for. Having fresh, clean produce, taking Juice Plus and getting that into your diet every day, you're going to be improving your health every single day, and that is doing something that your future self is going to thank you for. And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. If you guys want to mute, let's see if I can do that. And I'm going to stop the recording now, but I want to open it up for questions. Let's see if I can do that.